Hello all, this is Ashwin again. Welcome back to my tutorials on OpenCV3 and Python. In the last tutorial we saw how to create an interactive application by using the trackbar GUI component in OpenCV. So in this tutorial we are going to see how to create a couple of interactive applications using the mouse events. So let's have a look at a very simple program to understand what an event is. Okay, so basically mouse event means, or mouse event or any sort of keyboard event means we perform some action using mouse. Okay, so there are so many actions that we perform using mouse. We click, we double click, we push the click button, we like release the click button, we move the mouse, we move the wheel, and all that sort of stuff. So let us try to understand what sort of actions are available for us, okay, in the OpenCV library, so that like we can programmatically decide the flow of the execution of our program based on the mouse actions. Okay, so this is a very small program that you are able to see on the screen. Okay, so this program just like prints all the legit events which are available in OpenCV. So let me execute this program for you. Okay, and we can see like all the events which can be programmed in OpenCV. Okay, so there is an event for like flagging Alt key and Control key, left button and right middle button and the right button, and then again there is event for Shift key. Then there is LB, left button double click. This is middle button double click. Then there is even left button down, and then there is mouse middle button down, middle button up, and left button up, and mouse wheel. There is mouse move. There are like so many events that we can use for programming. Okay, so let's see a very simple example first. When we double click on the screen, then it should draw a circle. Okay, so I have already written the code for that, and let's just have a look at the code. Let me explain you the code first, and then we will execute. Okay, so just like have a look at this left button double click. Okay, so we are going to use this particular event for programming of our next interactive application using OpenCV3. Okay, so let me explain where we are using this left button click. So I'm not going to execute this code as of now, because I need actually the output of the previous window. So let me explain you the code. So these are nothing but the lines which import the necessary libraries to the program. Okay, and the next lines, okay, we are defining a name of the window, which is nothing but drawing, D in capital letters, and then we are defining an image, a 512 by 512 resolution. It's going to be a color image, because we want actually to have some more colors. And then we are creating the named window with the window name variable. Okay, which is nothing but the drawing. And then we are creating a callback function. Okay, so this is a custom defined function. Okay, so we are defining that function as and its name is draw underscore circle. Then we are passing the this is like callback function. Okay, so this is an event, and this is like x coordinate, this is y coordinate. We already are familiar with the coordinate system on the screen, where the origin, okay, the 0, 0 lies at the top left of the screen. Okay, top left of the window, to be very precise. These are flags, and these are other parameters. Okay, so out of these we are just going to use like first three three parameters. Okay, so here we are checking if the parameter event is event L button double click. Okay, so here we can see L button double click is nothing but an event. Okay, it's a event of mouse. So whenever there is an L button double click event, it is going to draw the circle by fetching the coordinates where we have double clicked. Okay, so it is going to draw the circle which is green in color. It is going to be autofill. I mean, it will be automatically filled by the green color, and its radius is going to be 40. So once we define this callback function, we have to bind this function to a window. So cv2.set mouse callback window name and draw circle. So with this set mouse callback function call, we are associating the custom return function draw circle to our window drawing. Okay, so window name is drawing. So we are assigning this draw circle to the name to the window named drawing. And finally, we are here in the main loop. Okay, we are here in the main function where we are running the loop, where we are refreshing the image every time. So, and in case we are, if we are pressing the escape key on the keyboard, it is going to destroy all the windows. Okay, so if I execute this code, now I haven't yet executed this code, so let me execute this code, or let me restart it. Okay, so anyway, there is not going to be any output on the console for this. So okay, so I have executed this code, and let's see what the output is. Okay, so here let me double click now. Okay, so as you can see, wherever I double click, it is going to draw a circle and autofill it with the green color. Okay, and the radius of that circle is 40. So this is how this program execute. So in case you try to do some other event like single click or left click or right click or double right click and all that sort of stuff, it is not going to work. It is going to draw circles only on the left button double click. Okay, so because we have defined it only for this event, so we can even define this program for some other events. So let's try to modify the program. So let's execute this earlier program again to see what sort of other events are there. Okay, so we can see event mouse wheel, R button up, R button down. So left button down. Okay, so we are going to use this event, okay, for the programming. If event equal to cv2 dot, okay, event L button down, it means that if the left button is down, then we are going to do some action. Okay, so let's okay, for the sake of simplicity, we will just copy this code and we will print another circle. We will draw another circle with blue, green and red, right? That is the color combination OpenCV uses for color. Okay, so we are going to just draw a red circle which will be automatically filled with the red color. Okay, so let's save and try to execute this program. Let's see whether this works, because I'm also doing it very first time. And no, it doesn't seem to work. Okay, it's fine. So it seems that the double click L button down. Okay, sorry, I have used L button down, not the R button down, right? L button down, and just a minute, button down and M button down. Should I use the M button down? Let's see what happens. So if I execute this again, no. Okay, yeah, so M button down stands for the middle button down. Okay, so whenever I am going to click the mouse wheel, okay, it is just like drawing a red circle. And when I double click using the mouse's left button, okay, double clicking using the left button, it is going to draw the green circle. So let's see like what more we can define using mouse. Okay, so button up. So let's copy this entire thing, and so we will just use earlier stuff that we committed by mistake, but this time it is not going to be mistake. We will be doing it by purpose. It should be L button down, right? L button down. Where is L button down? Okay, this is the L button down. So now remember, whenever you are going to press the mouse's left button single time, just single time, okay, it is going to print, it is going to draw a circle with blue color. Okay, and let's keep the radius as 30 for this. And now let's run this code again. Okay, this is single click, this is double click, and this is mouse wheel button click. Okay, so we can see the circles of red, green and blue here. So this is a very primitive interactive paint program. I mean, this is not a full-fledged paint program by any chance, but this gives you a pretty good idea how we can handle the mouse events. So now let's get into more complex program. Okay, I have already written the program for you, and let's just try to understand that program. I'm going to show you the live execution. So before that, let me clear the console. Okay, and let me open the program 11 because it has got all the events name listed on the console. Okay, so these are the name of events as we have seen, and this is the new program. So this new program, it uses the combination of the keyboard control as well as the mouse control to draw the shapes. Okay, so let's try to understand what this program does one by one. So this is the window name. We are going to use it to create a named window, and the name of that window is drawing demo. Okay, let's make it demo. It's drawing demo. Okay, and then we are going to define our canvas. The canvas is going to be black in this case. The size of canvas is 512 by 512. It's going to be an RGB image, and then we are creating the window here. Okay, by using the function called cv2.namedWindow. And first, initially we are going to keep the global variable drawing equal to false. Okay, and mode equal to true. So mode is the variable which is going to let us know whether the M key is pressed or not. I mean, it is going to store the status of M key of the keyboard. Okay, so then IX and IY, these are like -1, -1 as of now. Then we are defining the mouse callback function. So we have draw circle. Okay, so see, its name is draw circle, but it's not actually drawing circle. So we can just say draw shape. We can just like say draw shape here in order to have like a bit less confusion for all of you and me too. Okay, draw shape. So here I'm defining a function draw shape, and this is a mouse callback function, mouse event callback function. It has got 5 arguments, as we know: event, x coordinate, y coordinate, flags, and parameters. So anyway, flags and parameters are not supposed to be used. So event is going to store the state of event, I mean what event is happening. And see, we are here using the global parameters ix, iy, drawing, and mode. So we have already defined drawing, mode, ix, and iy. So we are just like importing, it's like kind of importing them here. It is actually directing our function to use the global parameters instead of creating a copy of these parameters itself. So if event equal to cv2.event L button down, it means if the left button of this thing is down, then it is saying drawing equal to true and ix and iy equal to x comma y. And if the event is mouse move, if the mouse moves, then also drawing is true. And if the mode equal to true, then we are going to draw a rectangle. Okay, and if the mode is false, I mean if the mode key is not pressed, or if the mode is not set, I mean if it is reset, then we are going to draw circle. So if event equal to cv2.event L button up, I mean when we are going to release the left button of the mouse, then the drawing is false. And if the mode is true, then we are going to draw the rectangle, and if the mode is not there, we are going to draw a circle. And then we are associating this draw shape mouse callback function with the custom created window drawing demo here, okay, in this function. And then we are going to run all these things through a loop. So we are here using global mode because mode is the global variable that we are planning to use here in this thing. Okay, so now let's see how the main loop works here. So while it's true, cv2.imShow has got to show like the window with the window name, and it is going to be associated with the img. Okay, and we are like redrawing the image every time any mouse left button event happens. Okay, here in this mouse callback function, here you can see that. In case you are wondering where you can find this like complex code, you can find it in the GitHub repository that I'm maintaining for my YouTube videos. You can find the link to that GitHub repository in the description of this video down below. And now we are just going to wait for a key. Okay, and if the key pressed is either M or capital M, then we are going to toggle the mode. So mode stands for either it should be circle or it should be whether it should be circle or a rectangle. So, and if we hit the escape key, then this is going to break. Okay, and then finally we are destroying all the windows. So now let us execute this code, and let us see the demo of this. Okay, so this is a rectangle. Okay, I haven't actually toggled the mode yet, because by default the mode is by default, let me see what the value of mode is. Mode is true, okay, by default. So now when I hit the M key on the keyboard, the mode is false, and then it allows me to draw circles. Okay, so now when I draw circles in rapid succession, or by holding the left mouse click button down, then it is kind of like I have got a paintbrush sort of stuff, right? So I can just like I can just draw the stuff. Okay, and if I just like try to draw it very rapidly, then only I can see the individual circles. Otherwise I can just see small I can just see a continuous line. And again, if I toggle the mode key, I will be able to see that my mouse events are drawing rectangles rather than a circle. Okay, so this is how the program works. So in case you haven't understood the program, go through the program once again and try to modify a couple of things in the program if you like. So just let me know if you have any ideas for improving this program or adding more features to this program. So you can let me know these ideas in the comment section. Do not forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanks a lot. Let me know your thoughts and suggestions in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you next time.